In this video, we're going to demonstrate how to use the custom top 40 list to make your own list of chapters to make it more efficient in selecting templates for your future projects. So this will come into play when you are in the Pick Document screen here. So you'll see here the top 40 most common topics. So this is the default top 40 list that you'll always see when you're first starting up the wizard and creating a project, because these are the most 40 common templates out of the thousands available. But you might want to have your own custom list of chapters show up every time you get into the screen to optimize the creation of your documents. So this is how we'll do that. So from the wizard home screen, you'll click the Preferences button. And then click the Project Settings tab, and then click this button, Configure Top 40 Lists. Now you'll see we have lots of top 40 lists created here. And we have 10 set aside here, custom 1 through 10, for you to fill up with your own list of chapters. So custom 1 through 10 are turned off by default, so you won't see them in the project screen. But we'll just go to custom 1 here, and you'll see it's an empty list. If we click default top 40, you'll see this is that list of 40 checkboxes you saw just a moment ago. Now you can configure this list if you just want to make a couple minor changes to it, but what if you want to create your own list from scratch? So just go to custom 1. We want to enable this so that way it will show up in the list from the project screen. We also want to set it as the default top 40, so that way whatever you add in here will be what you first see in the project list. So you can fill this with any templates you want. So once you select a template, click this arrow over button and it'll add it to the list, and just add anything you want. Now usually it's going to be a list of chapters that you are going to most commonly be picking from for your future documents. And another place this is used is if you're going to create multiple copies of one of our templates. Say if you have 5 different services template or 5 different product templates, or multiple staff resume templates or something you want to have available to check off the one you want for each future project. Say if you have a number of different options you want to select, and those options are going to be in separate templates, you would create those in another screen here. There's another video on how to add your own templates into the system, so those templates will cover how to add templates. And then once you've created multiple copies of a template, then you will add all of those to, say, a custom top 40 list like this. So we can illustrate that in a second as well. But so we've selected a few templates that we always want to have available. We just save that. And now that's all there is to it. This will show up in the project screen. And once we click the OK button, the preferences are saved. Okay, now that we've saved our settings, we'll just go add a new project. And you'll see custom 1 is enabled, and it is now the default top 40 that shows up. Now you can still get back to the original top 40 just by clicking that, scroll up in the list. Custom 1 is our custom list. So that's how you create your own custom top 40 lists to make it more efficient when you're selecting chapters for your projects. Now to show where this is most commonly used, and there is another video that goes into this in more depth, but we'll just show it at the end here. So you'll go into the Tools tab, Configure Proposal Files. We'll add a new document, sort the list alphabetically. It makes it easier to find the services page. We'll scroll down to these services provided. Just number 2. And just wait for it to make the copy. So what it's doing is it's copying the stock services.docx file, making a second copy, naming it to services A, adding the second copy to the wizard database lists. And that's all done. So if we're going to make, say, 5 services templates, we would just repeat that process 3 more times. So we'd have services, the stock template, and then 4 copies. We'll just illustrate with 2 services copies for now. So now we can go back to the top 40 list, select our custom one that we've been editing, go down to the S's here, and you can see services provided and number 2, that's the custom title we gave the second one. And we're just going to add both of these to the custom top 40. Save that. Click OK, get out of our preferences. And when we go into create a new document project, when we get to the pick documents screen, now if we'd created multiple copies, they would all be here if we added them all to the custom top 40 list. So this is a quick and easy way for you to create multiple copies of stock templates to hold different options that you want to select from at assembly time. Now there are other configuration options for multiple choice databases and using presets and pre-assembled templates. There's lots of different ways to customize the system for how you want to build documents, how your workflow needs to be set up. So this is just one optimization for one particular workflow. But that is how you create custom top 40 lists. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And click subscribe to keep up on the latest proposal writing tips with Proposal Kit.